Hey guys, so if you're seeing this video, you've probably bought either one of my second gen or third gen dome light kits. They're pretty simple install. I tried to keep it as simplistic as possible. This should be everything you have in your kit. For starters, you'll have your watermelon glass, an O-ring gasket, and a retainer. You're just going to slip that in there, slide this over your glass, and then the white gasket will go behind this. And then this will all sit on your fixture once we get that stuck to the truck. As far as the light fixture goes, so we'll use my second gen kit for example. You're going to take your fixture, take your wires and stick them through the big 1 1/8" hole in the middle. There's going to be two different sets of holes here. There's a set that are tapped with a 6/32 screw and a set that are non-tapped. You're going to take the non-tapped holes and line them up over your plate. Slide your two 1" 6/32 screws through each of those holes, just like that. And then what you want to do is you want to take your backer plate and kind of just fold your wires over whichever direction and thread your screws into the backer plate, which are also tapped with a 6/32 screw. And you want just a little bit protruding out, if not flush. That'll give you the most clearance to get it seated in the headliner and all that. And this is a no drops setup, so you should be able to just slip this, take your stock light out and just slip this in, tighten your screws down, and it's a no headliner drop install. That right there is ready to go up in the truck. Of course, these will be polished out. They'll look just the same as these brackets here, or the fixtures. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hey guys, this is just a quick segment on how to pop these out. Both my trucks already have watermelon dome lights in them, so as far as these guys go, this is a second gen one right here, and this is a third gen style. Both of them have a little slot on one side or the other where you can put a screwdriver, pocket knife, pick, anything behind it, and all you do is just pry out and it pops it loose. So once you get that done, it's held in the headliner under this clip and that clip. So what you do is you basically just fold that one down, and you can basically slide it out of one side and then slide it past the other side, and it'll pull your whole dome light out. And then your switch, or your plug, of course, will be plugged in here, so unplug that and then you'll be able to go right into installing the watermelon kit. Same thing with the second gen. It's over here on this side. It's a little bit smaller of a gap, but all you do is just take it, pry it, and then same deal. All you're going to do is just pull it down and swing it out, and it'll release this one edge from holding it on the headliner, and this end will drop out, and then you just slip it over the other side. So they're really easy. A screwdriver takes them out. Pick, pocket knife. I mean, probably could use a toothpick, honestly. But yeah, unplug it, and then you're ready to go on the install. We're jumping straight into the install here, and this is going to be on second generation style dome light kit. So I've got everything set up. I've already wired it in. This one was a little bit different. It had the power wire red, and our ground was still white. On these second gen trucks, you have a pink constant hot and a switched ground. So just wire up either your black or your red, whichever one you get, to the pink, and your white will always be ground. Crimp that together, and then what I like to do is before you put anything in, go ahead and stick that bulb in. It's got two little pegs on the side that'll slip up in that groove, and quarter turn or eighth turn or something will get it stuck in that slot, okay? And I have my dome light off right now, but if I turn it on, you can see that light lights up. And you just want to double check, make sure everything works there. Be a little bit different on the third gen trucks, but as far as the second gens go, that's all you got to do. They got a pink constant hot and a yellow switched ground. Once you get it to this point, you're just going to take your plate and hold these screws, tuck your wiring up top in the headliner, and then you're going to take and slip one side in and go past, take the other side and push it up, and then slip it over. Then take your screwdriver and just start snugging them down. And I do want to mention that you want to put your bulb in first before you do this, because as you tighten it down, it will make the socket a little bit hard to push up because it kind of holds the wires in place. So make sure you put your bulb in first, make sure everything's working. You just want to cinch it up a little bit until it feels snug, and then come back and just tighten it up a little bit more. Make sure it's sitting where you want it, just enough that it doesn't move. If it's sliding around, you might want to tighten it up a little more, but be careful, don't tighten it too much because it's just 16th inch aluminum and you don't want to pull the threads out of that. But once you got that, just test it again. See, it's coming on with a dome light, no big deal. After that, you're pretty much there. All you got is your gasket. Like I was saying, you're going to have your silver retainer ring, your O-ring gasket, glass bulb will slide in. Then you're going to take your big white gasket and line it up with the holes in the glass and the retainer. Okay? And then what I like to do is take one of my smaller stainless screws, flip it through, make sure it goes through the gasket, just like that. Stick my screwdriver on it and just set it up there. Just kind of thread it in a little bit. And then take our other screw through the back side, just kind of wiggle it, start threading it in, and then just take it up till they're snug and they don't move around. And that's it right there. There's your 98 to 02 watermelon dome light kit installed. Pretty simple, pretty easy. Don't have to drop the headliner. Let's jump over to 3rd gen because they are very similar, but we have a slight wiring. Hey guys, we jumped over to our 3rd gen truck install. Like I was saying in the 2nd gen vid, we are running into a different style of wiring here. On some of these, like this one right here, it's pretty much wired very similar to the way the 2nd gen is. It is, you know, you're going to have a ground and then a hot that's switched via the door or the dash light. That's what you want. Some of the trucks have a push button dome light that will have a 3rd wire that's a constant hot. You want to make sure that if you have 3 wires in here, don't wire to the constant hot. Test light it, figure out which one is turned on with the dome or with the roller switch on the dash or your doors opening and closing. You don't want to wire to your constant hot or it'll just be on full time. You want to be able to have it shut off or whatever while you're rolling down the road, or turn it on whenever you want. So as far as that goes, just wire it up accordingly with these. It's not as easy as the 2nd gens, just 2 wires. But anyways, same deal. You're just going to tuck your wires. I'd hold both the bolts here, and then you'll just kind of slip it up in the headliner and get it to fit where you like it. Right there, wires are out of the way. Gonna push up, slide over one side, past, push up, and then just drop it down. Now before you tighten anything, we need to put the bolt in, or the bulb in. Just line those studs up, slip it up, 8th turn will lock it in place, and then we can test with the roller switch on the dash that it comes on and off as we need it to. Once that's in, we can go ahead and run our screws up until they snug. There's that one. Run this one in a little bit, snug it up. And then you want to kind of center it where you want it, and then just put a little more on it. Not a whole lot. You don't want to strip out the threads, but just enough to keep it from sliding around. So that's pretty good there. As far as putting the lens on, I mean, the watermelon still works, or the light, I mean, on and off with the dash switch. So we're ready to install the lens cover. You got your retainer, O-ring gasket, glass lens, white gasket. Line up the holes. Grab your smaller stainless screws. Once you get one started and threaded in a little bit, you can grab your other one, throw it in, and just sink them down. Don't want to go crazy with these either. Just snug them up enough that it's not rattling around. That gasket should keep them nice and tight and no problem. So this is our dome light during the day. Pretty dang bright, and it's even brighter at night. Almost can't drive with it on. Yeah, my 6.7 G56 four-wheel drive truck. With that beautiful watermelon. If you got any questions on the install, just leave a comment or whatever, and we can get you taken care of. Thank you guys.